Zunday, Zunday, Zunday. Comic books and nonsense every Zunday. Zunday, Zunday, Zunday. Starring Ziggy and Captain Conti. Meet Captain Conti, I'm the skipper of the ship. While Ziggy is mostly around for antics. Why did they name it Funny Books anyway? Because Antics-ny Books is a really, really stupid name. And it's really hard to say. Zunday, Zunday, go bingy. TGIZ, thank God it's Ziggy. Funny Books Comics on YouTube. Not really sponsored by you who. Don't you dare miss a single episode of Zunday. Welcome to Zunday, everybody.
Welcome to Zunday.
I am
with the most amazing live opening of any show.
We haven't recorded it yet. That is coming. And Dottie bailed halfway through the song when I started to sing it to her. It's very uncomfortable when you sing to someone, as Rob Martin pointed out last week. Speaking of, let me introduce my pal here. He is the Gilligan to my skipper.
Oh, it looks like Steve has something. Might it be? Yes, it is.
There you go.
A Gilligan hat. Ugh.
All right.
And I'm wearing a red shirt.
Yeah, that should be your Zunday hat.
I'm okay with that.
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah. He's the friendly face behind the Funny Books counter every Sunday from noon to 5, unless there's a home Jet game. A guy who thinks only things that are terrible are terrible. The owner of Comic Hub, our point of sale system, unfriended on Facebook. The man who puts
unfriended first.
I got unfriended as well. The man who puts the Z in Zunday, the I and the Y in Antics-ny Books, and the 2 G's in Gabingi. The creator of Blood Pickle. Number 32 on his hockey team. A big fan of Little Sebastian. The madman who has the entire Chris Claremont X-Men run in omnibus form. An attendee of Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti's boat wedding.
No.
Wedding,
New York party.
Oh. They got married on a boat. You were at the party.
Yeah, they got married on a boat in Florida and then
sailed to New York for the party.
No. Came into
New York. I
New
was
York.
the captain.
Came into New York for Comic-Con and had
a party
to celebrate it with New York friends.
Sounds like fun.
It was.
Yeah.
As someone who wasn't previously married to her, I got invited.
Yeah, I didn't get invited.
Yeah.
I would have gone. You should have brought me as your +1.
Yeah.
And yes, it's true. Funny Books' first customer of all time, McClunky. TGIZ, thank God it's Ziggy.
Trying to find the best angle for this hat so that one of these creases isn't too... no, this isn't bad. This is good. Yeah, all right.
I can't look at the monitor. Hey, what are you doing, hon? Coming up? Come on up. Dottie is growing up before your eyes on Sunday. She was introduced in the 2nd episode.
Dottie, our official show third mic.
Yes, she's awesome. She actually was inside Mini Books again before. We decided to move Mini Books in favor of our FUNNYRAMA 6 promo piece today because this month is going to be all about FUNNYRAMA 6.
All about FUNNYRAMA 6, Bride of FUNNYRAMA 5. It's alive.
It's alive! And we will get to that. But first of all, we didn't have a Last Week on Zunday this week because basically, I guess you've been busy. I've been busy. I've been mostly working.
Because I would normally do that usually on Saturday.
Yeah.
And yesterday I was at the New York Renaissance Fair.
Right, the Renaissance Fair. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. How was the Renaissance Fair?
I love the Renaissance Fair. It's great.
The Renaissance Fair.
The Renaissance Fair. I love the Renaissance Fair. It's so much fun. You go there. I always get a turkey leg.
Yep. Did you dress up?
I don't dress up, but I do. Do I have a photo? Well, all right. My
That's
phone
your
is
phone.
My phone is the camera, so
Yes.
I can't look up.
Maybe next week.
Many years ago, I went there and I said they have like a. Thank you, Dottie. Dottie's dropping signs on me.
Dottie, come on down here.
Many,
a turkey leg.
yeah, well, I bought a turkey leg many years ago. They have an ear station there. You could go there and you could get ears put on you. They have different types of ears. They have like Spock type ears. They have like elf ears, different total all different styles of ears. So I got these like elf ears that stick out super far.
Yeah.
That one year, and they'll do free reapplications every year when you go back. You bring your ears back, they'll put them back on you.
Oh, that's disgusting.
So why?
I don't know. It seems like they would get funky in a year.
Well, I keep them. First of all, they're like silicone, so they're fine.
Okay.
And they're or some sort of that type of material. I keep them in a plastic bag. They're not touched for the entire year. Every once in a while, I accidentally put them through the wash, so they have that. and they get reapplied. So I wear normal clothes, but I always have these elf ears every year. You're a menace, Dottie. But yeah. So what else?
What do you do there?
They have axe throwing, archery. They have shows.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do the bird show this year. We usually do the bird show. We saw there's jousting.
I heard this rumor. Were there wenches there?
I think everybody is technically a wench there. Any like lady serving person,
yeah,
you're encouraged to refer to as a wench.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. And where is this?
In Tuxedo Park, New York.
Okay.
The one downside to the New York Renaissance Fair is it has become so expensive.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Keep talking. Got a bit of water.
Like for the amount of money it cost me to buy a ticket, which is like doubled in the last 5 years, and then like the cost of like eating. Some of the games cost money. Most of the games cost money. If you want to have a beverage or two.
Yeah, of course.
The amount of money I spent on one day at the Renaissance Fair, you can get like a month's worth of wonderful reading material right here at Funny Books.
Or you could bring your entire class of students to FUNNYRAMA. Because this is going to be a huge bargain, and we are going to get to FUNNYRAMA. That's cool, Renaissance Fair. I've never been to a Renaissance Fair, but you know me, I'm not into medieval stuff.
Neither am I. It's just a fun day.
If there was like something like with robots,
that's why I don't
future stuff.
I never watch Game of Thrones. I don't like Lord of the Rings.
And
like
I did watch
medieval.
Game of Thrones. Yeah. So anyway, so we skipped last Sunday because we've both been busy. Me personally, FUNNYRAMA 6.
Well, yeah, we skipped. Well, we skipped last Sunday because I was.
And you were in Dallas.
I was in Dallas.
Yeah, so we decided to skip that.
One of these days, I'm going to be away, and we're going to get a special ZUNDAY with Kevin.
We are.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
I don't know when.
But it is nice to get a break because, especially right now, time is really necessary to work on FUNNYRAMA. And like I said, I want to get to that, but there's a couple things about. So last week there was no Sideways segment because we used a webcam.
Yeah, we wanted to give a webcam a try. I knew it wasn't going to be a permanent solution. It was an old webcam.
Yeah.
I just wanted to play with it on the technical side to see how much easier or different or harder setup would be versus, because right now we use my phone, as we just mentioned.
So today there very well will be a Sideways segment.
Today there is almost certainly going to be a Sideways segment.
It could happen at any time.
We should get seatbelts.
Right. I should just go flying into the wall. Also, last week I said that the Neville Brothers sang "Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone," and actually we had a comment.
We have a suggestion.
Okay,
from the audience. From. I think that's Gordon.
I think this suggestion is going to be wear blue and red shirts for Skipper and Gilligan.
No, it's Star Trek uniforms at the Ren Fair.
Oh yeah,
which is a classic thing.
Right? Yeah, I've seen that. Did you see any Star Trek people at the Renaissance Fair?
Not this year.
Oh wow.
I mean, I saw a couple people wearing just like Star Trek shirts. But they weren't. You could tell that they were just like.
Yeah, they weren't in character.
They weren't in character.
Yeah,
they were just wearing. Some
you got to
shirts.
be in character.
Yeah.
So anyway, last week I sang "Ain't No ZUNDAY When Ziggy's Gone."
And Kieran, I meant, not Gordon.
Oh, Kieran. Oh, yes. So I sang "Ain't No ZUNDAY When Ziggy's Gone" to you last week, based on what I thought was the Neville Brothers' "Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone," which is, I hate that song, but and actually, Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone is the name of the song.
Sing it.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. 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 Ain't no. It's something like that.
I've never heard this song.
Anyway, we had a comment on our YouTube from Rhymes with Ghost, who, and I actually looked it up before I saw the comment, but
yeah.
Good on him. It was Bill Withers. Bill Withers sang
Okay.
Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. Yes. I did not know that.
See,
off the cuff.
I assumed that nobody sang it and you made it up.
No,
I've never heard it.
It's a real song. I told you I would have to suffer through that song at Food Town. I'm a single man. Is lovelorn a term? I don't know.
It sounds like one.
Sounds like one, right? And I have to go to Food Town and hear Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone.
We're very into words that sound like words, but may or may not actually be
but
words.
it's brutal. It's brutal. Anyway, also last week when we were talking about Poseidon Adventure, I mentioned to
Shocking.
I mentioned to you that the preacher, Gene Hackman, convinces everyone, 8 people, including Roddy McDowell, to climb the Christmas tree to safety. Actually, I was wrong, and as many times as I've seen that movie, Roddy McDowell is already on the next level. He works on the boat, and he kind of like helps them get to the next level by tying the Christmas tree to the top. And then they proceed through the journey, and I won't spoil what happens to Roddy McDowell before anyone else. But I'm surprised you haven't.
Is he an ape?
He's not an ape, but that brings me to my point of Leslie Nielsen and Roddy McDowell both in this movie.
That sounds amazing.
You have to see it.
I do. It does make me want to see it. I think Dottie's tearing the store apart.
It sounds like it from over there.
So on the subject of Roddy McDowell.
Yes.
This is completely irrelevant to anything, but I just thought of it when you mentioned his name. At my old job, we had this like stick that we used to, like, if we were presenting, we would use it to point to things, right?
Yeah, I know where this is going.
Do you?
Yeah, it's a dowel.
Well, it was. We were trying to come up with something to call it, and it was a rod.
Yeah.
But it was also a dowel.
Yeah, yeah.
So we started calling it Roddy McDowell.
I love it. I love it. He really should have got into that business when he was.
His name is 2 names for the same thing.
Yeah. Yes. Look at her. What is she doing?
She is. She wants to know what the back of a laptop looks like.
Yeah. Hey, you can't jump up there. And watch your coffee. She's gonna knock that over.
No, she's not.
You don't think
fine.
so?
No.
Jump up here. Jump by the mic. Come on up here. Okay,
Bruce Wayne's eclectic parrot says that we're all here for the sideways segment.
Oh.
To go back to when we were talking about the sideways segment earlier.
Yes.
That's what people want.
They want sideways.
So while we can and should and will have to eventually get a real, better, actual camera that isn't my phone, it will be a sad day that it would remove the sideways segment.
Yes.
But
come on, girl.
You know, what we have here is tenuous at best with the phone.
So today is September 15th. Happy birthday to my sister, Lisa.
Happy birthday.
Who's so awesome. What a great, she's the smartest of the 3 siblings, me, my brother, and my sister. She's the most intelligent one. I'm the most creative.
Right.
My brother is the
craziest driver.
driver.
I was going to say, is that like a low bar? The most intelligent of the siblings?
Yes, and then my brother's the craziest driver. Yes. Happy birthday, Lisa. We'll be seeing her later on today. That's going to be fun.
Very cool.
And actually, I looked up some people. Actually,
you know who I'm going to be seeing later today?
Kaz. Well, the Jets. I give up.
I'm going to be seeing any one of you fine customers that decide to come in between 12 and 5.
Yes, to buy your ticket.
To buy your ticket to FUNNYRAMA or any of these great comic books.
Yes.
While I will be behind the counter.
Yes. So my sister shares her birthday with
How's that for a promotional segue?
Good. It's excellent. My sister shares her birthday with some famous people. You want to hear who?
I do.
Okay, well, 2 of them are actually comic book ties-in, oddly enough, and one is a Jet tie-in, and the other is not a tie-in. So Tommy Lee Jones is 78 today, famous for playing Two-Face in in Batman Returns.
Can you imagine if that's what he was famous for?
Well, here he is. Fugitive, obviously, or Men in Black.
Men in Black. I mean,
yeah,
so many things.
So that was Batman Returns.
No.
Or Batman and Robin. What Batman Forever.
There you go.
Okay, good. Also, Tom Hardy is 47 today. Famous for Venom.
Famous for
and
Venom.
did you see the new Venom trailer?
Famous for mumbling.
Mumbling. He was in that great Leonardo DiCaprio movie In the Wilderness.
I assume you mean The Revenant?
The Revenant.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, he's in that. He's good in that. And of course
Is he though?
He's in Tenet. Not Tenet. I was going to say the one.
I'm not going to lie. I do not particularly care for Tom Hardy's acting.
Really?
No.
I like him in the one with Leo where they have to go into people's dreams.
Inception.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good in that.
Yes, I do agree that he is in that movie.
But did you see the new Venom trailer?
I haven't watched the full trailer yet. I saw a piece.
It looks better than the second one, let's put it that way. It looks like they're going to lean into humor and camp a little bit. And we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And then, of course, if you're a Venom fan, come to Funny Books. Every comic book has Venom in it. Every comic book. There's Venom War. There's
Yes.
Separation Anxiety.
Yes.
There's Venom War Separation Anxiety. There's Venom War Wolverine, Venom War Deadpool. There's Venomous. There's Venom War Symbiotes.
Symbiotes?
What is it?
Is that the Zunday
there's
version of
Zombiotes.
Oh,
There's
Zombiotes.
Zombiotes. It sounds
That's
like a
not
cereal. They're zombies? Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So a lot of Venom out there.
And also, so Tom Hardy's 47. Also today's birthday, Pete Carroll, the old Jets coach.
the old Jets coach.
73
Okay.
years old. I could picture him chewing gum right now, or sunflower seeds, or wherever he's always chewing. And Marco Polo would be 770 years old today.
Of the famous pool game?
Yes. He would be 770 today.
Would be or is?
Who knows? I haven't seen him. He's always like, you can never find him,
Yeah.
You try to find him. Marco Polo. It's like chasing the dragon. All right, so speaking of birthdays, South Park episode.
Oh.
You
I was
never,
like,
you never catch the dragon.
oh, because isn't that
Yes.
heroin?
Yeah, but
reference?
I think of it as a South Park thing. When he was playing the video game where you catch the dragon, it was an analogy to that.
I guess.
Can never catch the dragon. So speaking of birthdays, we have a big one coming up. Happy birthday, Lisa.
Yes, happy birthday, Lisa.
This Wednesday, New Comic Day, KTK himself. Ziggy's not a big fan of the nickname. I like it. Kevin the Kid will be 22 Wednesday.
Kevin the Kid.
He's getting further away from Kid. That's why we need to transition into KTK for the permanent.
I think if we need to transition into, first of all, Billy the Kid was the kid his entire life.
He was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
And
I'm trying.
if you believe Young Guns 2, he made it to a ripe old age, even though people weren't aware.
Oh, okay.
Not to spoil Young Guns 2. But
I've not seen Young Guns 1 or Young Guns 2.
they're actually difficult to watch. They're not on any services. They're great movies.
Yeah?
Yeah. Especially if you like.
Is that Kiefer Sutherland?
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah.
Emilio Estevez, who plays Billy the Kid.
Oh, okay.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
Oh, yeah. I like all those guys.
Yeah.
I'll put it on my list of movies I haven't seen.
Yeah, you know how we know you haven't seen it?
Because Leslie Nielsen doesn't play the captain of the Poseidon Adventure in it.
Right, because it's not the Poseidon Adventure. Anyway, so...
Yeah, so I have an idea for people. Oh, look, someone's at the door. No, the door's locked, and it says there's a cat. Don't open the door.
And also it says we are closed because it's not...
And the
noon
hours
yet.
are on the door.
And the hours are on the
But
door.
that's okay. We're glad people come here.
And the
I hope
closed
no one saw
open
that.
sign
Did
says
anyone see
closed.
that? I might have flashed Kevin's gift
I don't think so.
to the camera.
We'll have to see
So
that.
I have a gift for Kevin that I'm not going to show you guys, but I will tell you that Kevin...
Because we don't want Kevin to see it.
We don't want Kevin to see it. Kevin has bought a VHS machine. A VCR.
A VCR.
Yes, he bought a VCR. He's into videotapes.
What a hipster.
I know, right? So if anyone has any old cool videotapes at home and they're just lying around, you're going to basically die with them in your house. Wrap them up.
He can have my bar mitzvah if he wants it.
That's. I'd love to play your bar mitzvah here. Are you kidding me? We should play that at FUNNYRAMA.
Yeah.
In the background, just like a side booth in the museum. Seriously though, Kevin's awesome, as everyone who shops here and has interacted with Kevin knows that he's just great. You can't say enough good things about Kevin. And
oddly enough, you also can't say enough bad things.
Yeah, you know,
it works both ways.
I will tell you that Kevin he's gonna be mad at me. He ordered Silver Age bags and he ordered the wrong kind, the thick kind, which we don't sell.
We don't.
They're cloudy and stuff like that. He only ordered 10 of them, and I asked him to order them. But as you know, when we order from Lunar, you look at the previous orders and you order under the one that says a lot of previous orders when you do supplies, because they are hard to tell apart.
Yeah, they list a lot of different things.
There's polyethylene, polypropylene. There's thick. There's
Polly Pocket,
Polly want a cracker, polymorphous, and
you know who wants a cracker?
Dottie.
No. Bruce Wayne's eclectic parrot.
Oh yes, of course he wants a parrot, a cracker.
A cracker.
I wonder if he's ever read the Three Investigators: Mysteries of the Stuttering Parrot, which is one of my favorite mystery books as a kid, which we could talk about someday. But anyway, bring Kevin vintage videotapes.
Yeah.
What was I just saying about him? Oh yeah, so he ordered the wrong bags, but he said I ordered the ones with the previous orders on them, and I checked, and there were no previous orders. Only his 10. And so maybe that's a little small character flaw that you should be able to admit when you do something wrong. But maybe he'll learn that when he's 22.
Maybe he truly doesn't believe.
But how do you like this selection of videotapes for KTK?
I like that. Let's see. So,
they're in the order of the change in our drawer. Now he knows it's a series.
In zero order?
Yes.
That's... Well, I was going to say, I didn't realize if they were a series or not.
Oh, that's everything.
Right, or if it was just a... before I started reading.
Yeah.
If it was like just a... you know, the things were the same because of the brand that made it.
Oh, okay, yeah, and these are from Videoland.
Yeah.
How about that? So Kevin, it's your birthday. So bring Kevin videotapes. He is also accepting vinyl and old vintage comics. He loves
a hipster.
He loves the 70s, and he loves the golden age. Kevin loves. He's really a comic book aficionado. So good for him. The next thing is gifts for Ziggy. I already gave you a gift. I think I'm going to save my next gift for you for next week.
All right.
But we
got to have something for the show.
We do have new hours I'd like to get to really quick before our Yoo-Hoo toast.
Rob Martin is asking if the gift is a nautical themed hat.
You're already wearing one.
No, for Kevin.
Oh, no, it's videotapes. Mm-hmm. It's videotapes, and they're good ones, and I almost hate to part with them, but these are definitely good. So we have new hours. They're basically the same as the old hours. We've gone back to a little early.
Should I get ready?
Yes, you should get ready.
Should I get ready?
Yeah, so we basically have gone back to 8 o'clock on Fridays, okay? So for the summer, we pared it down to 6. I'm really glad we did that. Basically, I was here till 8 this past Friday as an experiment. I don't think too many people came in, but we're going to make 8 to Fridays a thing. Now, Wednesdays and...
8 to Fridays?
We're
open 8 to Fridays.
We're open 8 to Fridays. Fridays till 8. So now Wednesdays and Fridays match.
Yep.
10 to 8, and Saturdays and Thursdays are both 10 to 6.
Yeah.
And Sundays are noon to 5. And I have a mnemonic, the way you can remember it. It's a little song.
It's a little song?
Yes. Okay, are we ready?
Oh, I'm ready. As you learned the first time you sang the song.
Oh, you like this song?
With no preparation.
With no prep, yeah.
I was ready.
Okay, ready. So this is how you're going to remember our new hours. If it's Wednesday or it's Friday, 10 to 8. If it's Thursday or it's Saturday, 10 to 6. If it's Monday or it's Tuesday, that means Funny Books will be snoozing. And if it's Sunday, we are open noon to 5. One more time. If it's Wednesday or it's Friday, 10 to 8. If it's Thursday or it's Saturday, 10 to 6. If it's Monday or it's Tuesday, that means Funny Books will be snoozing. And if it's Sunday, we are open noon to 5. There. Now everyone can't forget our hours.
That's right. Now, I do have some issue with the rhyming scheme in this song.
I know.
In that it has none. That being said, it is informative, and that's the most important part.
Yes, you could get away with kind of rhymes. I mean...
You can.
I'll write down some songs with kind of rhymes as I hear them, and we could talk about them on a future Sunday. Because there's songs that...
No, a kind of rhyme is a kind of rhyme.
Yeah.
That's no rhyme. Well, the closest thing to a rhyme is Tuesday and snoozy.
Snoozing.
Snoozy.
Yeah,
it should be snoozy.
You're right.
So that it can rhyme with Tuesday.
So, I guess that's the beginning of the show. Let's get to our Yoo-hoo toast.
That's the beginning of the show. The show is more than half over.
It is? That's a problem. Well, let's do the Yoo-hoo toast. I'm kind of thirsty.
It is either half over or more than half over, depending on whether or not you want to end before we're open for business. Because it's 11:30.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of prep to get rid of today.
Yeah.
There is our ZUNDAY cooler.
Very good.
Don't forget to shake it.
Oh, never again. Never again.
Never again is a 9/11 thing. It's not about shaking a
First of all,
Yoo-hoo.
that's
Never forget?
never forget.
Oh, okay. And never again. By the way, Jenny Sparks from last week is a 9/11 kind of tie-in book.
Is it?
Well, number 2 comes out next week. We were going to talk about that.
I still have to read the first. I picked up the first one. I still have to read it
because she was the spirit of the 20th century. She was born in 1900 and she died at basically at 1999 at midnight.
Oh, really?
At the end. And I guess in this story she wakes up on 9/11.
Oh,
So she's
interesting.
she's reawoken. That's at least what the solicitation said. Dottie, you want some drink? Want some Yoo-hoo? She looks.
I don't know if Yoo-hoo is cat approved.
I don't know either. All right, so this toast is going to be a toast to John Cassaday.
Yes.
John Cassaday.
Oh Jesus!
I know that's a lot. Jeez.
Oh my God! It literally exploded
I
on
think
me.
you did too much shaking. Maybe there's a limit to the shaking. Yeah, look at that big Yoo-hoo stain.
Yeah.
So John Cassidy.
I just ruined my shorts with Yoo-hoo.
John Cassidy passed away this week, and famous comic book artist, also notoriously great guy. Apparently, from all the tributes I've read about him.
We did meet him once.
We met him.
We were at Terrificon, in a restaurant/bar after the show.
Yeah, yep.
And
well, I like this because Terrificon is at the Mohegan Sun Casino up in Connecticut, and yeah, you can wipe it off on there. So
got Yoo-hoo everywhere.
After the con, everyone goes into the casino.
Yeah.
And there's like 50 restaurants there. I mean, it's great. Terrificon's a really good con. They just had it, actually. So Ziggy and I are looking for a place to eat. We find this burger joint, and we go into this back room where there's not a soul. It's just me and Ziggy. And we're eating, and all of a sudden, we're by like the window of the mall, basically. A couple guys walk through, and they come in. And they walk into our room, and they get a drink at the bar. And Ziggy's like, that's John Cassidy. Right? And he was with Ryan Stegman, maybe, Donnie Cates.
No, John Cassaday was there with Nick Barucci.
Oh, he was there with Nick Barucci, right?
Yeah.
From Dynamite Publishing. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Ryan Stegman comes in, Donnie Cates.
Yep.
Before you know it, the room was full. And what was cool about it is we didn't crash that room. They crashed our room.
Right. They came to us.
They came into our room, so we didn't feel awkward being like with all these comic book professionals because we were there first. Did we talk to? I know we talked to Ryan Stegman.
We talked to right. Well, initially we talked to Ryan Stegman because I went and said hi to him because we used to be on a particular message board together.
Oh, okay.
So, and then he was there with Donnie Cates because they worked together.
Right, they were working together.
Then we saw at the bar, sitting at the bar, was Nick Barucci and
Cassidy
and John Cassaday, and we went up there. I believe you wanted to inform Nick Barucci that he makes far too many covers.
Wait, we did.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, but you did.
Yeah,
and
we were before our time.
I know, right? And
we thought that was a lot of covers.
maybe we're the one who said, "Oh, they think that's a lot of covers."
Yeah, I'll show them. Yeah.
And and he was sitting there with John Cassaday, who did a lot of covers for Dynamite, but then we ended up talking. We were talking about the boys. We were talking about anything, and John Cassaday, joined the conversation. It was very nice.
Yeah, so
nice.
He's probably most well known for working on Planetary.
I would say the two things he's most well known for is Planetary And then Astonishing X-Men.
Yes.
The Joss Whedon one.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is his artwork.
Yeah.
Astonishing
That was
X-Men
great.
It's
That was
so
great.
good.
Oh
my God, it's so good.
Here's to John Cassaday.
Here's to
And,
John Cassaday.
You know, a lot of we've lost a lot of comic book guys in 2024. I did try to.
That was on the same day as James Earl Jones.
Yeah, right, James Earl Jones. Well, hey, James Earl Jones. I mean,
Yeah.
gee, that's a icon, huh?
Yeah.
But his voice will live on.
Yes, he did sell his voice to Disney to use an AI version of for eternity.
Yes, yes, and I just sold mine to Fat Moose. He's going to use me on his TV commercials. I'm sure. Oh, it's the funny phone.
It's the funny phone.
Yeah.
We're not open.
Okay, so let's pick up the energy on the show. We have to talk.
Oh, we have to take our sip.
Well, yeah. John Cassaday.
John Cassaday.
James Earl Jones. And I don't think Darth Vader.
Oh, and Darth Vader.
Darth Vader, he didn't make it.
And Mufasa.
And Han Solo.
No, he's still alive.
No, he did. He died in the movie.
Oh, I thought you meant Harrison.
No, Han.
Oh,
Han.
it depends. Are you Lando?
What does he call him? Han.
Lando calls him Han. Yeah. It's really funny.
He's the only one.
He's the only one.
That is so McClunky.
It's the McClunkest.
You can really use that word for anything.
I know. It's so good.
Would you like some McClunky with that?
I wouldn't.
All right, so
All right.
Listen.
So
it's going to be funny.
this show needs to begin.
Yeah. What?
I said the show needs to begin.
Yes.
Now
Listen,
that we're halfway through.
we have to talk about FUNNYRAMA. FUNNYRAMA 6. Ride of FUNNYRAMA 5. It's alive. It is a 30-second birthday party for Funny Books. And what I want to get through to all fans of Funny Books, however many people might watch this, is that the tricky part about this event is this is for our fans of Funny Books, which we refer to our customers. I hate the word customer. I like fans of Funny Books, friends of Funny Books.
I call them intruders.
But this is specifically for you.
Yes.
I am spending money, renting a hall. There's flights involved here, hotels. There's a lot of staff. Not that I'm paying extra staff, but there's expenses. Let's put it that way, and a lot of prizes. So basically, we really need anyone who shops at Funny Books regularly to take this seriously, as goofy as it is, and really consider.
Which is basically how we do everything at Funny Books. We take it very seriously goofy.
Yes, it's seriously goofy.
Yes.
That's not bad.
I
like
bad.
it.
That'd be a good shirt. Funny Books. Seriously goofy. That's not bad.
You'll have to think about that one. So, but because this is very Funny Book specific, and because we're giving away prizes and like funny money and we have like, so there's no.
And we like to have guests that have a history with Funny Books.
Our guests have a history with Funny Books, but there's no vendors, so there's no comic book booths there. People selling comic books. This is a different type of. This is basically a party. You're coming to a party. There's a lot to do in the room, but we want the Funny Book specific people there because they're gonna really enjoy it more than an outsider would because of all the stuff we have going on. For instance, if you're just a person that is coming here to get an Amanda signature and you're a stick in the mud, stay home. Seriously. This is not for you. This is for people that want to have fun and aren't there just for a signature so that they can go resell it. Amanda will be there signing whatever you want to sign. That's the linchpin of the entire
I want to
event.
tell you know what I want, though? I want one guy to come to FUNNYRAMA who has no idea what a FUNNYRAMA or Funny Books. Just one guy.
Yeah.
But heard that there was going to be an appearance by Amanda.
Yeah.
Wants to get something signed. Gets in there and just goes. You know,
I think most people who go to a Funnyrama are
the
like
lake
that.
show is happening, Hub Game is happening, and like
There's there's music.
there's sound effects.
Superman's walking around.
And he's just like,
What is
where
happening?
am I?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
I would love to just have one guy.
Well, there will be.
Yeah.
But basically, hey, if your motivation is to get a signature by Amanda, that's fine.
Yeah.
And everyone should be motivated to have Amanda sign a comic book. But this is a party for funny books. This is a party. And not only is it a party, it's a costume party. It's the 13th, which is very pre-Halloween. That's very tricky for costumes to get people to have their Halloween costumes ready on the 13th. Because you know how people are. I'm usually getting my Halloween costume together like the day before. But if you can get a costume ready, it doesn't have to be anything extra special, but it always makes the event more fun, more people in costume. As I said, Superman will already be there in costume. And also, I just wrote a couple things that we have here. We have music by Funnyrama musical director Sideshow Steve, who's flying up from New Orleans for this.
It's not a Funnyrama without Sideshow Steve.
It is not. And also, he will do the sound effects for the monologue, which you will hear during the Lake Show portion of the show, which is basically how we open. I do a little show called the Lake Show. And during the Lake Show, I will interview our special guests, Amanda and Jimmy Palmiotti, who's also coming, the mayor of comics. And maybe we could squeeze in another interview on that. And then there's game show segments.
Love the game show segments.
We have too many to play. We're going to have to decide which ones we can play and which games we can't play. But I do believe that Hub Game will return because that was really fun.
Hub Game was a lot of fun.
There's a rock, paper, scissors tournament.
A Funnyrama classic.
A classic. And logistically, the way this works is you do have to be around at the end of the show to compete in the final if you get into the final rounds.
Right.
We'll have qualifying rounds during the show. And
the rock, paper, scissors contest, which Funny Books fan,
the champ, yes,
has won 3 of our 5 rock, paper, scissors tournaments and has made it to the finals in 4 of the 5.
Yes, and the other one, he was dethroned by my friend Scott's son, Andrew, when he was dressed as Woody as a 9-year-old. 8, I mean, he had to be younger than
our
that.
winner, he made it to the finals last year, the year at Funnyrama 5, 2 years ago.
Yep.
But you know, he got psyched out at, I can't remember the kid's name that won.
Yeah,
he was the winner.
Didn't the twin win? The twin won. The twin's the new champ.
Not twin.
Yeah, twin
not
won.
Twin. No.
Yeah, twin won.
Twin didn't win.
Yeah, the kid beat Matt, and then twin beat the kid.
Was that? I thought that was the finals.
No.
Are you
twin's
sure?
their new champ
Okay.
because he has 2 names, twin and champ now.
Okay, because the kid knocked out the champ.
Yes.
He had a very unorthodox.
Very unorthodox.
Very rhythmic style.
Yeah.
Which made it very hard, and it just really shook the champ to the core.
It
took him out.
It did. He took him out. So this year, the twin will be defending his title, I'm sure. And there's a costume contest. All these contests have prizes in funny money.
Yeah.
We haven't had the meeting yet to decide how much yet, but I'm going to budget a certain amount of funny money to give away.
Hi, JFam. He says hi, guys.
Hi. So also, there will be a tricky tray, and the tricky tray is going to have great stuff. I have a couple things already, but we'll look around. We're asking some publishers for some things. Now the tricky tray, what else do we have here? Well, mini books will be there.
Mini books will be there.
And we
award-winning.
We have the Funny Books Museum where you get to take a tour of the history of funny books.
Yes.
And we have activities. So one of our activities, for instance, is called blind boxes. And we'll have boxes of bagged and boarded comic books, and you get to pick 3 for free out of the boxes, but you're blindfolded,
right?
So you don't know what you get. Also, in there will be gift certificates in comics and special comics. So there'll be a couple comics that are really good in these blind boxes. Most of the stuff will be common.
Yep. Common but fun.
Common but fun. And then last year, I don't think we set this up, but we were supposed to have a trading post next to it, so that if you don't like what you get, you go hang out in the trading post, and you could trade other people for what they got.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then we have like the Wheel of Fun, and the room is going to be filled with, like Ziggy said before, comic book creators that basically have a history with funny books. A lot of them will be returning from the last FUNNYRAMA because it is basically the sequel.
It is
to
the sequel.
FUNNYRAMA 6.
And they eagerly returned because they had such a great time at FUNNYRAMA.
We heard from
as you will too.
almost everybody that FUNNYRAMA was unlike any other event. Everyone had a great time. Listen, we hope we can pull it off again. It's difficult. Logistically, this is not easy. But the hardest part is getting our fans to respond in the next today, this week. It's really important that we sell a lot of tickets. Because if not, we have to advertise this to a wider audience. And then we do get those people that come in just for an autograph and have no sense of humor. And we need people with senses of humor. So, yeah, it's important that you get your ticket.
Yeah.
You get your ticket and plan it. It's Sunday. It's noon to 5. There's no conflict with Jet Games or Giant Games.
Dottie's out.
Dottie is out like a light. And, we don't have to go through the Amanda stuff today. But Amanda is a big-time guest. Now, the whole...
You mean like this excellent issue of Harley Quinn here?
Like that? Yeah, like that. Or how about this cool Starfire cover?
Oh, that is cool.
With the dolphin.
What about this issue of Soul Searchers and Company?
That is old.
Right?
I think I was married to Amanda when she was... Well, later on she just drew the covers.
When she drew... This is issue 1, when she drew this.
Oh, yeah.
This was drawn in the store.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mention that, but I was married to her. But
didn't we mention that?
Did we?
Well, I mentioned that I wasn't married to her.
Yeah, I don't need to mention that. Most people know that, and that was a long time ago. This is a great Peter Parker cover by Amanda. So we can go through more of her work maybe in a slideshow in an upcoming ZUNDAY. So this whole event, what you get with your $15. So you're not just getting nothing. $15.
$15. Yeah.
That's first of all, you're going to get 3 free comics in the blind box game alone.
Right.
So there you go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, when you walk in, you'll get a bag of fun, which I'm ordering, okay? And inside the bag of fun is your punch card to do all the activities. Also in your bag of fun will be a ticket for a free Yoo-Hoo at FUNNYRAMA.
It's not a FUNNYRAMA without Yoo-Hoo.
Right? Also in your bag of fun will be your door prize form, because there will be a door prize. We haven't figured it out yet. Your Tricky Trade tickets inside the bag, which levels the playing field because everyone will have the same amount of Tricky Trade tickets.
Right.
So there's no rich guy that can come in and buy all the Tricky Trade tickets and saturate the boxes. And then also in your bag of fun will be the brand new slasher pad, number 3. So these are previous slasher pads.
I haven't seen... Oh, those are the previous?
Previous slasher pads. This is a comic that I do besides Action Figure Kingdom. This one's a little more for fun. It stars Jason and Mike as 2 roommates. It was actually conceived of by me and former Funny Force girl, Erin.
Jason and Mike, who may appear to be similar to someone you may know or heard of, but is technically not them.
Right. Well, we're not sure about the parody situation with the copyrights and stuff like that, but I don't sell them.
Right.
So I could do whatever I want. If I sell them, I can get into trouble. I believe that's the rule. So the new slasher pad...
That is actually technically not the rule. It has nothing to do with selling them.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't matter.
Well, then how does John Byrne draw the X-Men continuing on the internet? He doesn't own those characters. He's doing it for free. Right. That's how he gets away with it.
I don't think it's the free. I think it's because he's not reproducing and distributing things.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know
that's what...
Well, the new Slasher Pad 3, I started it a couple weeks ago because this is one of the hardest parts of preparing for FUNNYRAMA is getting this comic done in time. It's quite a lot of drawing. And I've actually cleaned an area up over there to bring my drawing table in here. I'm going to have to draw some of this over here. There's no way I can finish it, especially with Dottie around, because half the time I'm playing with Dottie.
Yeah.
And half the time I'm working on Slasher Pad, and I've had to put Action Figure Kingdom on hold. So basically the gist of this is, if you're a fan of Funny Books, if you want to support us, the best way to support us is by coming to our event. We want to fill the room. You will have a great time. It will certainly be the best $15 that you spend all year, as God willing, that everything falls into place and works well. But we have a lot of content. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Try to get a costume, and we'll talk about FUNNYRAMA more next Sunday.
And every Sunday between here and FUNNYRAMA,
it's going to be a lot of FUNNYRAMA. It's going to be a lot of FUNNYRAMA. But hey, we've only done 6 FUNNYRAMAs in 32 years.
Yeah.
And oddly, we did one for 5 years, 10 years, and then we did one for 12.
Yep.
And then we didn't do one until 20.
Yep.
Then we didn't do one until 30. And now we're doing one
32.
2 years later.
Every multiple of 3 FUNNYRAMA happens 2 years after the previous FUNNYRAMA.
It's odd.
That is the rule. So watch out for Funny Books FUNNYRAMA 9, which will be coming 2 years after FUNNYRAMA 8.
FUNNYRAMA 9. Steve is 90.
FUNNYRAMA 9.
Oh, you know
Steve's the zombie now.
I did bring some props.
And we gotta finish in like 5 minutes.
Really? So we're not going to get to next Wednesday.
Unless you want to get to next Wednesday right now.
Nah.
All right.
I'd rather close the show. I did write a lot of notes for next Wednesday. Well, I can mention really quickly, if you want to hop on Last Call and order your last Absolute Batman #1,
oh, that's
you can
right.
pick your cover. Last Call will disappear tonight off of Funny Books Comic Hub, which you can get to through funnyrama.com, and then click on the customer portal, the blue bar on the homepage, and then you can get to our ordering platform where you can order Last Call, which is a guaranteed orders unless it's a gated variant that we don't qualify for. Get those orders in today, Sunday, and then next Wednesday is up also. I would get those in too. We're going to start processing next Wednesday's comics tomorrow morning because we didn't get the lunar shipment this week.
Right.
And that's
tracking says it'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah. So here's I found this blind box thing for FUNNYRAMA.
Nice.
Rock, paper, scissors qualifier.
Nice.
Bag of Fun station. The Funny Books Museum. The Wheel of Fun. And the Missing in Action, which is a game that we play where we set up.
Oh, that's a great game.
Yeah, we set up a bunch of action figures and then we cover them up with a screen.
Yeah.
And then we take 1 or 2 away, and you have to identify which ones are missing. And then if you do that, we add more. And then the person throughout the course of FUNNYRAMA who has gone the furthest, the most amount of action figures, gets a prize at the end.
Ah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's neat.
That's the way that works.
I never actually knew how it worked.
I don't know if we gave the prize last week.
You know what I'm realizing? Because we do have to, if we're gonna open the store on time.
Yeah.
We do have to end soon. That.
No sideways segment.
No sideways segment.
Yeah.
It must be because we turn the camera on. We turn the camera on like minutes before.
Yeah,
we
that's
went
why.
live.
It could still happen.
We usually turn it on earlier because we're getting things set up. And this morning we were just like, oh my God, we got to get the camera on. Yeah. We're on in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, look, as much preparation as I do, I cannot get it together at the last second.
This is though interesting when it comes to the mystery of the sideways segment, because we're always trying to figure out the timing, but we can't do it. Like we don't really know exactly when we turn the camera on, so we don't know if it's a consistent time or not.
Yeah.
You know. But that's interesting. Having like turned the camera on at like 10:58, basically.
Yeah.
We're at almost a full hour.
Yeah. And no sideways
and we haven't hit a sideways segment yet.
Well, there's still some time. Okay, so I will tell you that Batman Day is coming next Saturday, and that's before ZUNDAY, so I figured I'd mention it.
Yeah.
There's going to be a couple freebies.
Batter Day.
It's Batter Day. That they should. Sorry, Daddy. I called her Zoddy.
Well, it is ZUNDAY.
You gonna fix it?
Oh yeah. Welcome to the sideways segment.
Sideways segment. It's the sideways segment, Dottie. You didn't even move.
Wow, what timing? So, all right. So, what time is it? Wait, what time is it?
Well, I don't know. Homer clock says 5 to noon.
This says 11:54. Maybe it's the exact hour point.
Maybe. Yeah.
We get 1 hour.
That would make sense.
Before we get thrown overboard.
I think that makes sense. That hat. That hat's pretty funny, Zig.
Oh my God.
1080p.
Yeah. Hold on.
So let me keep talking. Batman Day
Hold
is...
on. We're about to go spin a rooski for a second.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Batman Day is next Saturday, so I figured I'd mention it today since next time we'll on is next Sunday. So there's a couple freebies next Saturday, and also there's some Batman Day comics that we sell, and I don't know if that's going to be part of new this week. I'm not 100% sure how that works. Like they're doing a reprint of Last Halloween 0. They're doing the Batman Elmer Fudd comic that Lee Weeks drew. I think that's Tom King.
That's sure. Tom King, yeah.
Yeah, that won the Eisner as best single comic book that year.
Wow.
They're reprinting it, and then they're doing a black and white version of it. And then Detective Comics 27, they're doing a facsimile of it.
They're doing a facsimile that I think I read they're doing it Golden Age size.
The Detective 27 is a Golden Age facsimile?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
That's what I read that somewhere online.
And then,
so don't quote me on that, but from what I understand, they went Golden Age size, original size for Detective 27.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
So basically, that's the free ones next Saturday will be Joker of the World, Long Halloween, and Wayne Family Adventures. Limited quantities.
Can I talk about something regarding Long Halloween? We have no time, but I need to talk about this.
Yeah.
So they're doing
The Last Halloween.
The Last Halloween.
Yeah.
DC recently decided to do the dumbest branding on these books. You know,
The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween?
Well, yeah, but it's because it's not just that. So, you know, they had The Long Halloween, and then they did the sequel, Batman Dark Victory. And then they...
Haunted Night.
They did Haunted Night, which actually takes place before.
Yeah. Catwoman went in Rome.
Yeah. And so all these things, and they were all like part of this Long Halloween world. But they were called what they were called. They've now decided to call all of them The Long Halloween. So it's now Batman The Long Halloween, and then Batman The Long Halloween Dark Victory, Batman The Long Halloween Haunted Night, and now this one's Batman The Long Halloween The Last Halloween, which is
the longest title ever.
Dumbest title. It says Halloween,
yeah,
it's Batman The Last Halloween.
It's really problems on the invoices.
Nobody had a problem understanding that Dark Victory was a sequel to Long Halloween.
No.
Without the title and the thing. It's just it's so silly. It's dumb. You know, remember in the song, in the intro, not the song, the intro where it says he only thinks things that are terrible are terrible?
Yes.
This is terrible.
This is terrible.
Batman The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween. Just call it Batman The Last Halloween. People will get it.
You should make a terrible list.
JFM says Batman The Longer Halloween.
Yeah, and then the longest. That's what they should rename them. The longer and the longest.
Yeah.
So I know we don't have a lot of time, but really quickly.
Sorry to use up time on that.
I'm going to rip through.
That was like you with the Dr. Doom.
This Wednesday, it's September. September. That's a thing, right? They played Led Zeppelin on like 92.3 K-Rock. September. Hey, this is Tony Pig here with September, right? So anyway, this is going to be the 18th, coming up this week. There's the Absolute Power Super Son. Mm-hmm. It's a 48-page one-shot starring John Kent. Yep. Darth Vader 50. Mm-hmm. That's the final series finale. Vader versus Palpatine. I don't know how they squeezed that into the comic before they fought it. I don't know how they could do that because
they'll find a way.
Okay, and that's a
Destro number 4.
64 pages is got Darth Vader. Destro 4. There's a new TMNT ongoing starting called Mutant Nation. Mm-hmm. It's going to be like side stories, 2 different stories in each story arc. But it's going to connect to the ongoing series. The Dark Knights of Steel, their Game of Thrones comic all winter. the Game of Thrones-ish comic. That comes out this week. It's going to be a Robin issue with They call him Prince Bruce. I would think that's a Robin thing. Jenny Sparks 2, as we mentioned before. Deadpool 6, which is The Death of Deadpool. That's written by Cody Ziegler. Is that a wrestler?
Cody Ziegler. No, that's Dolph Ziggler. First of all,
Dolph Ziggler. Is he a wrestler?
Yes.
Okay.
Cody Ziegler, I think it may just be a writer.
Okay. Spider Society 2. Now they're marketing this as edgy, and they're going to be killing off Spider characters in this book.
Good. Maybe then they'll stop doing Spider-Verse comics.
Black Suit and Blood. Spider-Man Black Suit and Blood is this week. Number 2. It continues.
And we are officially open for business.
I know. Oh, look at this kid. You'll have to let him in.
I will let him
okay, guys. Can you tell them if they can wait 1 minute?
How's it going? If it's okay, we're just finishing up our morning live stream, and then we'll have you ready for you in give us 2 minutes.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, the show ran a little late.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been here in 25 years.
Oh, well, we can't wait for you to come in. We'll be right with you.
Did that guy just say he hasn't been here in 25 years?
25 years.
It's perfect timing for FUNNYRAMA.
Cannot wait.
Lock that door.
All right.
Okay. All right, so I'm just going to really quick. Venom War Deadpool, the thing about this is written by Cullen Bunn. So.
Okay.
Incredible Hulk number 17. In 2 issues, Incredible Hulk 19 is number 900, Legacy. So they're gearing up. Spider-Boy Annual, that's going to be the final part of Infinity Watch that ran through the annuals. There's a Deathlock 50th Anniversary Special. Mm-hmm. His first appearance, by the way, was in 1974 in Astonishing Tales 25. His real name, Deathlock's real name, Luther Manning. And he's, of course, a half-man, half-machine sci-fi dystopian hero. Multiverse Collision Detection, number 1 from DC. It's a 6-issue series based on a video game. It has Bugs Bunny, Adventure Time, and Steven Universe.
Oh, interesting.
Also in Marvel this week, look for Godzilla variants. He's not in the comics. And then the top 10 this week, number 10, Ty, is Catwoman 68. That's Tina Howard's final issue. Is a long run by her. Go ahead, Zig.
Oh, we're going through all this whole thing, huh? Yep. X Factor number 2, Polaris versus X Factor.
Number 8 this week at Funny Books is the New Spirits Avengers number 1. It's going to have everybody. Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch, Robbie Reyes the Hood, and Kashula.
Avengers
God
number
bless
8.
you.
Avengers number 18, written by Jed McKay. Something having to do with Storm.
Yeah, Storm and the Who's Who of the Marvel Universe versus Hyperion.
Okay.
I think that sounds great. Batman Superman's World Finest 31. That's a new Eclipso story starting.
Oh, I love Eclipso. Wonder Woman number 13, which is, of course, written by Tom King. An Absolute Power tie-in with Wonder Woman teaming up with Damian.
And I've heard really good things about the team-up.
Oh, cool.
Her and Damian together.
Very cool.
Superman 18 is also an Absolute Power tie-in, and this one's with Zatanna. And apparently impacts the future of the Superman titles.
And then Ultimate X-Men number 7. Some sort of question about Psylocke?
I don't know if it's her first appearance, but she's in the book.
She's in the book.
And I haven't been reading it.
All right.
X-Men number 4, that's another Jed McKay book. Beast, Magneto,
Jed McKay's
Psylocke.
taking over Marvel.
He is. This team consists of Beast, Magneto, Psylocke, Kid Omega, Magic, Juggernaut, and Temper, formerly known as Oya.
And then finally, the first issue of a new series, of which the original version of this was the first ever direct market only Marvel comic.
Really? And this is our number 1 title this week.
Dazzler number 1 of 4. Guest stars Domino, Multiple Man, and Strong Guy. That's right. Dazzler, the original Dazzler number 1 was the first comic that Marvel did just straight to the direct market, no newsstand.
Domino, Multiple Man, and Strong Guy. That's a lot of guest stars.
Well, with Multiple Man.
With Multiple Man.
Yeah. All right.
All right, guys. Sorry you ran late.
Thank
you for watching. Come to Funny Books, buy a ticket for FUNNYRAMA 6, and join us for the Party of the Year.
Party of the
Year.
And
as always, thank you for turning your Sunday into
Zunday.
Zunday.
Gabingi!